So the first thing I'm going to recommend that you do is disconnect your positive of your battery. You're going to be interfacing with the electrical system, and it's always a good idea to disconnect your battery from your electrical system when you're working on something like, for instance, this is the OBD connection. It is connected to the computer, so to be safe, I disconnected the power. The next thing I did was I went in, pulled my floor mat out, and then removed the threshold piece here, which I used basically a pry tool, put it underneath here, and then just popped it right up. The next piece you have to remove is this kick panel piece. And this kick panel piece is a little tricky because it has this clip which goes here, and mine now doesn't really fit super tight there, so I have to adjust the clip. It goes right on there like that, and it will clip into the side piece. And then the tricky part is this part here, and that part goes basically right over that bolt, and that bolt basically has this cap on it. So if you put your fingers in there, you can just untwist it, just unscrew it, it'll come off, and then this whole thing will pop out, okay? And then you have access to the wiring harness and everything that happens underneath. Okay, so the next part is not as bad as it seems, okay? So what you have here is a OBD2 splitter, which is provided for you in the Cartrimhome kit. And then it has this piece that comes with it as well. And this is probably where the actual magic happens, is this little guy right here. And so what you're going to do is you need to find, the first thing is you need to locate your OBD2 port underneath your dash. And in my case, well, in everyone's case, here it is here, okay? Now what you can do, if you want to make this a nice clean install, let me see if I can get in here, is there's little clips on the sides of this thing, and if you push that clip in, actually I think it's easier on this side, at least for me, push that one in, okay, it will move the clip back, okay? So here's the OBD2 port from your car. So what you're going to do is you're going to plug this piece into this piece of the harness, okay? You're going to plug those two together, okay? So I'm going to do that now, and I'm trying to do this with one hand holding the phone, so bear with me. Probably will be difficult. Oh gosh. Okay, so we've made that connection. So the next thing you can do is you can take this one, okay, the one that you don't plug in the magic piece, and you can put it back in the holder for basically where the original one was, okay? It has the clips in it. You just push it in, it'll clip in, okay? So that way it's not hanging, it's not in the way. And then what will happen next is you can tuck this guy up, probably tie this up with a zip tie up in that area, and the next thing you need to do is make the connection to the electrical controls in the harness here, okay? So it's going to be this black plug here. Let me just switch hands and pull that one out like that. And then what you're going to do next is you're going to take the Cartrimhome harness and you're going to plug it in here. And then what you have to do is you have to make the connection from the jumper to the original plug, okay? Which I'm gonna do right now. So just bear with me 1 second. So we're gonna plug that in. Hold on. Again, trying to do all this with one hand. And that's gonna be what it's gonna look like, okay? So you're unplugging the second plug from the top, which is the black one. You're plugging in the jumper and then you're plugging in the black plug that went into here, into the jumper. And then once you've done that, what you can do is tidy up your wires, and then everything should be good to go. Everything will install back the way it was, okay? So after you've reconnected your battery, the key is a little tricky, okay? Mine seems to be delayed, and I don't know if yours will be any different, but currently I am locked and the windows are closed. If I want to unlock it and open the windows, you press unlock once and then hold it down a second time, and the windows will go down, okay? Now, I have noticed that you have to wait a little bit. You can't instantly turn everything back or lock it and shut the windows back up. But now if you want to close the windows, if you just hit lock, it will lock. And then the windows go up, okay? So again, let's see if it'll work. Unlock, second time, hold the button down, and it goes down. Again, we'll lock. Only hit the lock button once, and then the windows go up automatically. So a little tricky to get used to, at least for me it was, but I was able to get it to work. And the plug-in is very easy, and now you can install all your trim pieces, which I haven't done yet.